We all experience moments of sadness. It's a universal emotion that touches everyone at some point in their lives. Sometimes, it's triggered by a specific event, like the loss of a loved one or a major life change. Other times, it can come out of nowhere, leaving us feeling lost and overwhelmed. Life has its ups and downs. Just like a roller coaster, it can be thrilling and joyful one moment, and then suddenly take a steep dive into sorrow and despair. These emotional highs and lows are a natural part of the human experience. But what happens when the sadness lingers? When it doesn't just pass with time, but instead, it stays with you, casting a long shadow over your days and nights. This persistent sadness can be incredibly isolating and difficult to understand. Before we dive deeper, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Tech Universe for more fascinating explorations of the human mind and body. When it becomes a shadow, following you wherever you go, this shadow can make even the simplest tasks feel insurmountable, and it can rob you of the joy and energy that once came so easily. This is the reality for millions battling depression. It's a condition that doesn't discriminate, affecting people of all ages, backgrounds, and walks of life. Despite its prevalence, it often remains hidden, shrouded in stigma and misunderstanding. Depression is more than just feeling blue. It's a profound and persistent sense of sadness that can interfere with every aspect of a person's life. It can affect their ability to work, to maintain relationships, and even to take care of themselves. It's a serious mental health condition that affects thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It can alter the way a person thinks about themselves and their future, often leading to feelings of hopelessness and despair. It impacts how people see themselves and the world around them. This distorted perception can make it difficult to see a way out, trapping individuals in a cycle of negative thoughts and emotions. The good news is that depression is treatable. With the right support and treatment, many people are able to manage their symptoms and lead fulfilling lives. Therapy, medication, and lifestyle changes can all play a role in recovery. Understanding this condition is the first step towards seeking help and finding hope. Educating ourselves and others about depression can break down the barriers of stigma and encourage more people to reach out for the support they need. It's time to shed light on this often misunderstood condition. By talking openly about depression, we can create a more compassionate and supportive environment for those who are struggling. Let's explore the science behind depression, its symptoms, and the many paths to recovery. Understanding the biological and psychological aspects of this condition can help us better support those who are affected. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. There is hope, and there is help. Together, we can overcome the shadow within and find the light on the other side. Depression is a mood disorder that goes beyond everyday sadness or the blues. It's not just a fleeting feeling of being down or a temporary response to life's challenges. It's a persistent state of low mood and loss of interest in activities once enjoyed. This can make even the simplest tasks feel overwhelming and unmanageable. This condition affects people differently. For some, it might manifest as a constant feeling of sadness, while for others it could be irritability or a sense of numbness. However, its impact on an individual's life can be profound. Relationships, work, and daily routines can all be disrupted. Imagine feeling a heavy weight on your chest, making it difficult to breathe. This is a common description of the physical sensation that accompanies depression. This is how many describe the emotional burden of depression. It's not just about feeling sad, it's a deep, pervasive sense of despair. It's a feeling of emptiness, hopelessness, and worthlessness that can be all-consuming. These feelings can make it hard to see any light at the end of the tunnel. The impact of depression extends beyond emotions. It can affect the brain's chemistry and structure, leading to changes in how one thinks and feels. It can manifest physically, affecting sleep, appetite, and energy levels. Insomnia or excessive sleeping, weight loss or gain, and chronic fatigue are common symptoms. Depression can also impair cognitive functions, making it challenging to concentrate, remember things, or make decisions. This cognitive fog can make everyday tasks feel insurmountable. Seeking help is crucial. Therapy, medication, and lifestyle changes can make a significant difference. Remember, depression is a medical condition, not a personal failing. The causes of depression are complex and multifaceted. It's rarely a result of a single factor, but rather a combination of elements that intertwine. Understanding these factors is crucial for effective treatment and support. One significant contributor is brain chemistry. Imbalances in neurotransmitters, specifically serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, play a role in mood regulation. Genetics also plays a part, making some individuals more susceptible to developing depression. Psychological factors such as childhood trauma, stress, grief, and low self-esteem can also contribute to depression. Life events like job loss, relationship breakdowns, or financial difficulties can trigger or worsen depressive episodes. Depression manifests differently in each individual. It can affect anyone, regardless of age, gender, or background. However, some common symptoms serve as warning signs. These signs can help identify when someone might be struggling with depression. Recognizing these symptoms early on is vital for seeking timely intervention and support. Early detection can make a significant difference in managing the condition effectively. One of the most prominent symptoms is a persistent feeling of sadness, emptiness, or hopelessness. This feeling often lingers for weeks or even months. Loss of interest or pleasure in activities once enjoyed, even simple things like hobbies or spending time with loved ones, is another red flag. This can lead to social withdrawal and isolation. Changes in sleep patterns, such as insomnia or oversleeping, are common. These disruptions can further exacerbate feelings of fatigue and low energy. Appetite and weight fluctuations, either loss or gain, are also observed. These changes can be a result of altered eating habits or a lack of motivation to maintain a healthy diet. Fatigue and low energy levels are typical, making even everyday tasks feel overwhelming. This constant exhaustion can make it difficult to maintain daily routines and responsibilities. Difficulty concentrating, making decisions, or remembering things is another symptom. This cognitive impairment can affect work, school, and personal life. Anxiety and restlessness often accompany depression, leading to a constant state of worry and unease. This can further impact one's mental and physical well-being. It's important to remember that experiencing one or two of these symptoms doesn't necessarily mean someone is depressed. However, if these symptoms persist and interfere with daily life, it's crucial to seek professional help.